Hi everyone, welcome to Moment with Vanessa. So today I'll be talking about the myth customers are always right. You know, we all say that, right? Are customers truly always right? Well, for me, I will always say your customers are your kings. They are your number one priority. Whatever you do, ensure that every customer gets satisfaction, gets a good experience, and leaves your place more a marketer than, a complainer. So I'm going to be telling you this story, and we'll all have to judge if customers are truly always right. Some years ago, one of the places I worked, there was this woman who worked in. We had a policy, yeah, it's a photography studio. So by the time you take pictures, you actually, when you book for an event, you have a form you get to fill, and on that form you write, you state clearly who you want to have access to the picture. You, maybe someone else, an assistant, a spouse, but you state clearly who can have access to the pictures. And this is a reason for us protecting people's right to their pictures. So for public events, when people, whoever books the event becomes the owner of the pictures and the only one who have access to the pictures, then after the person can go share out the pictures. So a lady walked in and booked for an event which we were supposed to cover, and then her name was there to be the one who would have access to the pictures. 2 weeks after the event, a woman walked in. When this woman came in, well, I wasn't in the office, but she came in and, I guess she requested for the pictures, and when you went through the form, her name was nowhere to be found. I came back to the office, and from the building, in the front of the building, I was hearing someone shouting, and she was using so many, harsh words on people. She, as much as bastard, stupid. I was like, what's going on? And security guy said, there's an unhappy client in there. I said, okay. I went in, and when I went in, it was like the whole place was on fire, and I couldn't just, find my way through it. Somebody now called manager, and the woman just followed me. Oh, you're the manager. I'm like, no, please. Don't worry, whatever this is to be sorted out. And I looked at my colleague, and I was like, what's up? And she was like, man, she wants to take some pictures. She wouldn't even, the customer wouldn't let my, colleague talk. So I was like, okay, no problem. Just give me the event form. I said, ma, follow me to the office. When we got to the office and I looked through and I'm like, okay, what's the name of this event? She called the name of the event. And I went through and I looked at her. I said, are you the one who booked the event? She said, no, my daughter was one of the contestants. It was a pageant. My daughter was one of the contestants. I was like, okay, so do you have access to the owners of the event? She said, that's none of my business. I just want my daughter's pictures. My daughter took pictures there. And I said, no, ma'am. This event was booked by someone, and the person stated clearly who they want to take the pictures, and your name is not on this list. So you actually do not have access to these pictures. And she started shouting, how dare me? I said, excuse me. I came in to see how much sin you've created, and that you will not continue that sin here. If you want these pictures, just go to the owners of this event. Speak to them. They would call us and give us access. If they tell us now, if they give us an instruction now to give you these pictures, we cannot withhold it. We will give you every picture that you want. But until then, you have no access to these pictures. She was like, wow, we're too full of ourselves. What's wrong with us? Is it because we're so? She kept ranting. And I was like, ma, you would have to leave this place. This noise cannot continue here. We have a lot of other customers and they need their peace. And, she goes on ranting and, so, man, it was toxic. And, I had to leave before I tell the security to ask you to leave. She said, for her, a customer? Oh, so we don't know what it means to lose a customer. I said, well, I know what it means to lose a customer. I know what it means to satisfy a customer. But at this point, I have to save hundreds of customers from one customer. So, if you do not mind, leave. And she left and said she was going to social media to rant and, which I never saw her do. But then, what am I driving at? You see that myth, customers are always right. We need to bring our senses back to something. Everybody is a customer. If I work in Zenith Bank, in KFC, I'm a customer. If a KFC staff comes to Zenith Bank, that KFC staff is my customer. You know what that means? We all are customers. and we all can be merchants depending on the position we find ourselves. And however we want to be treated as merchants is the way we should treat other merchants. And however we want to be treated as customers is the way we should treat other customers. But we sitting down and taking the advantage of customers are always right to ruin people's lives, ruin people's day, make people feel lesser than humans is not acceptable at all. And this. Hi everyone.